Hey guys, today we're going to have a head-to-head matchup between two of the titans of the smartphone game. In one corner, we have the best Samsung smartphone ever created, the stylish yet powerful Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. And in the other, we have Apple's premium device, the sleek and lightning-fast iPhone 11 Pro Max. They're both great phones, which is expected since they both come with a hefty price tag. It was very difficult to select one over the other, especially since the two phones are geared toward a different set of users. However, there can only be one 2019 flagship king, so let the matchup begin. Now to start things off, both Apple and Samsung have done a great job designing their premium devices. The Galaxy Note 10 Plus has a glossy finish on the back panel and utilizes an aluminum frame. The phone is of high build quality with the curved glass on the front and back melted together, creating a very clean look and a premium feel in the hand. Now this is a massive phone, but it's lightweight and fits well in my hand, and one-handed use was very easy for me. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but I have really big hands. Like Kawhi Leonard big. Turning our attention over to the iPhone, this year Apple has implemented a frosted matte finished glass on the back, giving the phone a really sleek look. Apple has used stainless steel instead of aluminum for their frame, which is tougher and feels good to hold. The polished steel finish matches the space gray color, and the way the frame integrates with the glass really brings the entire package together. Apple claims that this is the most durable glass on a smartphone. I'll just be taking their word for this and won't really be testing this out for myself. This was a really tough decision, but in terms of style, I give a slight edge to the Note 10 Plus. It's a really gorgeous looking phone, and the box-like shape with the subtle curvature gives it a sleek and futuristic look. When it comes to the display, the iPhone 11 Pro Max has a beautiful 6.5-inch 2688 by 1242 Super Retina display with 488 pixels per inch. And to be fair, if it was being compared to most other phones, the iPhone display might have come out on top. But in this case, it's going up arguably against the nicest smartphone display I've ever laid eyes on. The Galaxy Note 10 Plus has an immersive 6.8-inch 3040 by 1440 AMOLED display, and it's absolutely stunning. What makes it even better is that the screen covers the entire front of the body, and the bezels are almost non-existent. Rich, vibrant colors, contrast, dynamic range, with the 90% screen to body ratio, the Note 10 Plus wins this round. Another thing to note is that the hole punch cutout for the front-facing camera on the Note 10 Plus never became a distraction for me. It disappears to the eyes pretty quickly since there's rarely any information drawing attention to the top middle of the screen. The notch on the iPhone 11 Pro Max is a bit more intrusive and detracts from the full screen video viewing experience. Moving on to performance, let's first take a look at the processors. The Note 10 Plus has a Snapdragon 855 octa-core processor and 12 gigs of RAM. The iPhone 11 Pro Max on the other hand is rocking an 813 Bionic processor and has 4 gigs of RAM. This insanely powerful processor allows the iPhone 11 Pro Max to exceed the performance of the Note 10 Plus even with a third of the RAM. In fact, even the A12 Bionic processor found in last year's Apple smartphones is more powerful than the Snapdragon 855 processor. To say that the user experience is smooth on the iPhone 11 Pro Max is an understatement. Everything on the phone works flawlessly. However, I really don't understand Apple's logic of having such a powerful processor and accompanying it with such subpar hardware. I feel like Apple should have incorporated faster memory and more storage to optimize the performance of the 813 Bionic processor. The 12 gigs of RAM on the Note 10 Plus allows it to easily keep a ton of apps open in the background, while memory management is not as great on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Also, the base storage on the iPhone 11 Pro Max is 64 gigs, with no option for expandable storage, which is very disappointing, especially when compared to the Note 10 Plus, which has a base storage of 256 gigs, with the option of adding up to 1 TB of additional storage through microSD expansion. It also has UFS 3.0 storage for faster data transfer. So if we're talking about performance, speed, and a faster user interface, the iPhone 11 Pro Max wins this one. However, memory management, data transfer, and storage are much better on the Note 10 Plus. The Note 10 Plus is equipped with a massive 4300 mAh battery versus a 3969 mAh battery on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. The larger battery on the Note 10 Plus is necessary for that gorgeous display, which does consume a lot of power. I mainly use my phone for calling, texting, surfing the internet, social media, checking emails, listening to music, streaming videos, and a bit of gaming, and battery life wasn't an issue for me on either phone. Even with heavy usage, a full charge should get you throughout the day no problem. And when you do need to charge the phone, the Note 10 Plus recharges very quickly. It takes just over an hour to charge from 0 to 100%, which is faster than recharging on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. The Note 10 Plus also has the option for 45-watt super fast charging, and both phones support wireless charging. So when it comes to battery life, I would say both devices are equal. Alright guys, let's jump to the matchup that most of you came here for and compare the cameras between the two devices. Front-facing cameras on both devices take outstanding pictures. Images are sharp and they do a nice job with their respective portrait modes. You can also zoom out a bit for wide-angle shots. On the back, both phones have 3 cameras. The Note 10 Plus has a 16 megapixel ultra-wide angle, a 12 megapixel primary, and a 12 megapixel telephoto camera, all aligned in a cleanly vertical housing. The Note 10 Plus also has a depth sensing camera, which is able to capture information to optimize performance for AR. The iPhone 11 Pro Max, on the other hand, has a 12 megapixel primary, telephoto, and an ultra-wide angle camera, the first ever on an Apple device. Images taken on both phones are great. However, pictures taken on the Note 10 Plus are more saturated and colors look a bit unnatural. The iPhone 11 Pro Max takes very sharp and color accurate photos with great dynamic range. Images produced by the iPhone are the closest to what is being seen by the human eyes. I'll add a link to the video where I compare the picture quality on both phones. Another cool thing about the new iPhone cameras are that even before you take a picture, all of the lenses are calibrated, producing similar exposure and color reproduction. You can smoothly transition between the 3 lenses and it will feel like you're using only one lens. Both phones have a dedicated night mode, but the Apple device is smart enough to automatically turn it on when it detects dimly lit conditions. Night mode on the Note 10 Plus must be turned on and off manually. So when it comes to image quality, the iPhone 11 Pro Max wins this one. Videos taken on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus and the iPhone 11 Pro Max are amazing. Both phones allow for 4K videos at 60 frames per second on the rear camera. On the front camera, the Note 10 Plus shoots 4K videos at 30 frames per second, while the iPhone 11 Pro Max allows for 4K videos at 60 frames per second. Videos produced by both phones are sharp and the dynamic range is excellent, but if I had to pick one, I would choose the iPhone 11 Pro Max. It really does have the best video recording capabilities out of all the flagship smartphones released in 2019. User experience is another key area where Apple remains dominant. With iOS and macOS, Apple's ecosystem offers continuity between products. Features such as iMessage, FaceTime, AirDrop, and iCloud all work together seamlessly. The more products you add, for example an Apple Watch or an Apple TV, the better the ecosystem experience becomes. iOS remains more polished than Android, with more quality apps, games, and better app support. The user interface is lightweight and fast. Taps and finger gestures are registered quickly and accurately as always. Apple has also replaced the 3D Touch and added an even better haptic engine. Samsung, on the other hand, has refined One UI, leading to a very enjoyable user experience. It's really easy to use with reduced bloatware and much closer to stock Android. The Edge screen feature is back and it's still very handy, allowing you to quickly open apps that you use frequently. Multitasking is also very easy and the device has multi-window support. And due to the large display, I found using the phone in split screen mode to be a very enjoyable experience. The iPhone 11 Pro Max does not have split screen support. Add that with the memory management, which is decent at best, and multitasking becomes very difficult on the new iPhone. The Galaxy Note 10 Plus has an in-screen fingerprint sensor to unlock the phone, while the iPhone 11 Pro Max relies on Apple's Face ID, which is 30% faster now than on previous iPhone. It's a very safe and simple to use security system. Both devices also have very good stereo speakers. Finally, let's look at which smartphone comes with the better features. The iPhone 11 Pro Max allows you to scan documents and email them. Apple is also including a free 1-year subscription to Apple TV to those who purchase the new iPhone. The device also allows for full-page screenshots, which is quite useful. One of the distinct attributes of the Galaxy Note series is the S Pen. This year, the headlining feature of the S Pen are air gestures while hovering over the screen. It's a bit gimmicky, but I can see other purposes for having an accelerometer and a gyroscope within the S Pen. The device also has Bluetooth connectivity, allowing you to take pictures on the Note 10 Plus from a distance. This I found to be quite useful at times. Aside from that, the S Pen is great for taking notes, sketching, editing photos, and videos. There's also a feature called handwriting to text, which accurately converts your S Pen notes into text. Another new feature on the Note 10 Plus is a revamped version of DeX, Samsung's desktop-like software that is powered by the phone. The new version lets you plug a Note 10 Plus into a Windows or Mac computer and brings up a window with all your phone's apps that is accessible from your desktop or laptop. Recently, Samsung revealed Play Galaxy Link, a new platform that will allow users to stream games from their PC to their Galaxy Note phones. With Play Galaxy Link, players will be able to play games on their PC and then pick up from where they left off on the Note. And because the process is handled via streaming, there will be no need for local storage on the Note. Play Galaxy Link will also go hand in hand with the Note 10 Plus's Game Booster feature, which will leverage AI to optimize performance and power consumption depending on the game. The Note 10 Plus also has a cooling vapor chamber to prevent overheating, making it a gaming powerhouse. Both phones have great stereo speakers and are IP68 water resistant, and neither has a headphone jack. Personally, my favorite features on the Note 10 Plus are the reverse power share, which allows you to charge other devices, and honestly I can go on and on about the extensive list of features on the Note 10 Plus, but I'll stop here for now. Okay, so after all is said and done, which phone comes out ahead? It was very difficult to select one over the other, especially since the two phones are geared towards very different set of consumers. However, if I had to choose one, I'd give the edge to the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Not only does the Note 10 Plus offer more features, better components, display, and design, it does so at a lower price. Alright guys, that's it for now. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more upcoming smartphone reviews.